awesome community stuff, and it's up to you to share this with everyone you know. Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. We just had CitizenCon, and after that show, CIG did a big raid on ATMOesports for a very special event, BABBAGE Bash. BABBAGE Bash was our first opportunity to see the new Greycat STV in action. ATMOesports hosts in-game events all year: Fight or Flight, Hearst and Hurt Locker, the Stanton 7, and Daymar Rally. This show was hosted by Crucian Gaming and Meyer. Crucian said that the event was a massive collaboration with many parts of the community coming together. Let's begin. Ben Curtis, who is the vehicle art director, was on deck to speak about ships, and specifically the STV. Ben said that his favorite ships are Drake, but he said that his job is to spend so much time with developing ships, so he ends up falling in love with anything that he works on. Meyer asked about the STV being a pure racing buggy. Ben confirmed that although the Cyclone RC is a racing variant, the STV was only for racing and specifically designed for it. In the future, the STV is ready for swappable items, allowing us to tune it as we like. The tire on the rear is pure visual, but Ben said that it would be very fun to make that something more than just art. XGR is a racing-focused org in the starcitizen community. They are more focused on ship racing, and ATMOesports really has the land locked down. We were shown the track. Everyone on the panel likes the track, including the straight bits. From 1 to 2 is basically flat out on the lake, 2 to 3 is flat out on the lake, but turn 3 enters the port, and there are tons of challenges and obstacles. From 3 to 4 is in the city. Meyer pointed out that as this is a new vehicle, we don't actually know how well it'll survive damage. It might blow up on contact with anything or on a hard landing. 50% of the race is in urban, and Black Maze confirmed that his biggest fear is how easily it might be to get lost. Racers have practiced both day and night. Turn 7 is time to really pour it on, and of course there's a big change in the amount of available traction because they move back onto the lake. 19 minutes is the lap average for the 39.5 kilometer loop, and they would be doing 2 loops. This race would include community members and game developers. The general comment from the shoutcasters was that the developers might be the secret heroes. They probably have a lot more hands-on time with the STV. 44 racers at the start. Shoutouts to Space Tomato and Paul Shelley who were participating. Crucian mentioned that the list was stacked with familiar names, including past winners of past events. Crucian also acknowledged that there's an entire team of volunteers that make this happen with medics, photography, chase cameras, and security. It was hosted live and the countdown started. 3 seconds into the race, kaboom, as Meyer predicted. Racing in the dark across the lake seems safe, but that lake is actually covered with obstacles. Meyer observed that being back a little bit in the middle of the pack would offer an advantage, but you can't win from the back. 3 buggies collided at the 2-minute mark, crossing into turn 3 and into the loading docks. That's all part of racing. Sanji-sama and Endermaster were first and second. Meyer said that practice must make perfect because the top 5 are the veterans who are the ones who always practice and who are always at the practice events. Salvalcaris and Ari Neo, as part of the CIG developer team, made up the tail end of the race, but the race is brutal and we were sure to lose more and more. Those light posts claimed racer after racer, with the night really complicating visibility. Turn 4 became congested as we entered the city limits. Salem Frost dropped from 1st to 3rd at the 10-minute mark. Spleen and Salem Frost were reported as encountering each other, ending up in a big double boom. 18 minutes into lap 1, we were approaching the start-finish line. Lap 2 would end up being in daylight. At the start of lap 2, Diplomat was in the lead, pushing a 10 and then 15-second lead in front of Savalas. At the 26-minute mark, the lead swapped back and forth with the sun rising over the snow. After the harbor, up a hill dodging light posts. Compared to the Cyclone, the speed is apparent, but the suspension does not forgive like the Cyclone. At the 36-minute mark, Diplomat was taken out, and we were looking at Savalas in the lead with only 7 racers left. At the 39-minute mark, RP hit an ice boulder, spinning them out and opening up the gap. Noble 737 got taken out at the 40-minute mark. Figwig got taken out shortly after that, leaving 5 racers with a flat-out run across the lake. RP 20010 from Exiles won at a combined time of 44 minutes, 11 seconds, 0.9. Savalas CIG, 44 minutes, 20.7. Cy Prime from Extreme G Racing, 45 minutes, 3 seconds, 0.1. Shaq New, also from Extreme G Racing, 47 minutes, 37 seconds, 0.1. And Jet Heller from Heller Industries, 54 minutes, 41 seconds, 0.3. The Atmo team hosted an after race with a great rundown of the future. ATMOesports has moved back to Discord, and I have that linked in the description. Use that link to get involved as a participant or to help organize. The show ended with thanks and reminders. Atmo has the prettiest merch. All new for this year is a blackout style. As an Atmo team member, my merch was also updated for 2022. All the links you need are there. We appreciate all of your support here watching the recap. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Share the video. Drive a little bit safe, and I'll see you in the verse.